Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, I'm going to react to 10 surprising Simpsons predictions that came true. Now, apparently, The Simpsons has predicted a whole load of stuff that's actually been really accurate about. I think I saw online that they predicted that Donald Trump would become president in the early thousands. And I think they might have predicted the pandemic as well. So I'm not sure whether Matt Groening has a time machine that he's just popping into the future to get ideas for episodes, or if it's purely just coincidental. I suspect it's the latter. It's going to be a fun video. By the way, guys, if you enjoy the channel, please help me out by liking the videos and subscribing. It does help. And also check out the Patreon for loads of exclusive content. Let's do it.
I see that I myself am about to be arrested for corruption. You will have to take it from here, Peter.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most surprising predictions from The Simpsons that came true.
Your theory of a donut-shaped universe is intriguing, Homer. I may have to steal it.
For this list, we're looking at the times this long-running animated series surprised everyone by predicting the future. We'll also be including the 2007 film. Which prediction surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments.
Is that Richard Branson? Yeah, because he's got Virgin Galactic.
Hey Mojoholics! For a chance to win cash prizes, play our live daily Richard Branson.
What do you guys think of art forgeries? I think as long as you don't try and pass a forgery off as a real thing, I think it's fine. I'd love to have a one-to-one replica of a Banksy or a Van Gogh or whatever on my wall, especially if it looked just like the original. That'd be so cool.
During that moment, there is a brief cutaway of Richard Branson on a spacecraft. This depiction was 7 years before Branson's spaceflight with Virgin Galactic.
All right, everybody, look out the window. Don't miss Apogee.
Oh my God.
Be quiet.
Woo!
Number 9. Tiger Attack. As a way to improve Springfield's economy, the town legalizes gambling, and Mr. Burns builds a casino.
Welcome to Mr. Burns Casino. If there's anything I can do to make your visit more enjoyable, please, just let me know.
Yeah, great.
Unfortunately, about 10 years following the airing of this episode, Roy was attacked by a tiger during a performance.
In the middle of a performance at the MGM Grand, a 400-pound Siberian tiger named Manticore pounced on the magician.
He survived, but had to retire due to extensive injuries suffered in the attack.
Oh my God.
Number 8. Faulty voting.
Dude, why would you chance it? A tiger is a tiger, man. Beautiful animal, but mate, they can kill you like that.
Machines. In the opening for the annual Halloween episode, Homer goes to vote for Barack Obama for the 2008 United States presidential election.
I can't fit in the booth.
Use the double wide.
The double wide.
Ooh, one of those electronic voting dealies.
While in the voting booth, Homer selects Obama as the machine continues to register his vote as one for John McCain. The machine ends up sucking Homer in.
This machine is rigged! Must tell President McCain! This doesn't happen in America! Maybe Ohio, but not in America!
Of course, in real life, voting machines don't do that yet.
Wow.
But during the 2012 presidential election, footage was captured of a person trying to vote for Obama, but the machine would select Mitt Romney.
Whoa.
Many couldn't help but notice the eerie similarity between the two moments. Number 7.
Do you think that machine was just glitching, the one that the person was trying to use, or was there something sinister going on there?
Smartwatches and video calling. While at a Renaissance fair, Lisa encounters a fortune teller who says she'll tell the young girl her future and the story of her true love.
The cards are vague and mysterious. They seem to be revealing the story of your first love. Do you want me to continue?
In the vision, we see Lisa as an adult in the year 2010, where she meets Hugh and the two fall in love. Aside from the prevalence of robots and new airplane designs, communication tools have improved. When Lisa makes a call to Marge, she does so on a video phone, which seems to have been adopted recently as Marge forgets she can be seen by Lisa.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I guarantee your father will behave.
Mom, it's a picture phone.
This? Oh, no, I just got a touch of the rheumatiz.
Oh. Mom, picture phone.
Earlier in the episode, when Hugh is proposing to Lisa, he speaks into a smart watch. The episode aired in 1995, and both of these tools would be popularized in the 2010s.
That is really cool. Really cool.
So, you've taken up running. Apple Watch has taken up a few new things as well.
Number 6, Disney buys Fox.
Or do you think that could just be sort of like maybe Steve Jobs or whoever it was at Apple watched this episode and they were like, that's a good idea, let's make that thing.
While
Maybe
Homer is parasailing, he accidentally discovers the vacation home of Kim Basinger and Alec Baldwin.
You think you could slide over a little?
Well, I am a married man.
You're crushing my husband.
Billy Baldwin!
I'm Alec Baldwin. Could you get off me?
He forms a close relationship with the couple and Ron Howard, becoming their assistant. He would run errands for them so they can keep a low profile while in Springfield. He also pitched a screenplay starring Baldwin with Howard to direct.
It's got the perfect part for you. Either one of you. It's about a killer robot driving instructor who travels back in time for some reason. Ron Howard's attached to direct.
I am not.
Well, he expressed an interest.
No, I didn't.
Later in the episode, Howard takes the story to his producing partner Brian Grazer at 20th Century Fox.
What else you got?
Well, there is this one thing. It's about a killer robot driving instructor that travels back in time for some reason.
I'm listening.
In an establishing shot of the Fox film lot, there's a sign for the studio
division
indicating
of
it's a
Walt
division
Disney
of Walt Disney
Company.
Co. In 2019, Disney would in fact buy Fox and would become the owners of The Simpsons.
Look at that.
Number 5, NSA spying. Once the townsfolk discover that Homer was responsible for the EPA enclosing the town under a large dome, an angry mob forms to confront the Simpson family. They're able to escape through a sinkhole and go on the lam.
What do we do?
Now we run.
They end up in Alaska, but after several months away, Marge and the kids can no longer stay and head back to save Springfield.
I haven't seen the Simpsons movie. At least this one. There's probably quite a few Simpsons movies. Is this one worth watching?
While on their way back, it's revealed that the NSA has a large network dedicated to listening to people's communications.
No, Lisa, it's not like the
Probably.
government is listening to everybody's conversation.
If that isn't scary enough, in
Yeah,
2013, Edward Snowden came forward revealing the NSA's surveillance programs.
NSA and the intelligence community in general is focused on getting intelligence wherever it can, by any means possible, that it believes on the grounds of sort of a self-certification that they serve the national interest.
The Simpsons' predictive powers aren't just confined to the TV series.
This guy, man, I whether you agree with what he did or not, what he did for his beliefs has completely changed his life. You know, his freedom is gone. He's living on the run. He can never come back to the US. Ever. Crazy.
Number 4, the Higgs boson particle. Feeling as though he hasn't accomplished anything with his life, Homer takes inspiration from Thomas Edison after learning of several inventions credited to him.
Look at all the inventions Edison came up with. The stock ticker, the storage battery, even wax paper. And look at him dance.
That's great, Dad.
Homer dedicates his life to coming up with inventions. Of course, taking up such a task is a lot harder than it sounds. We get a brief montage of Homer hard at work, and he has an equation written on a chalkboard during this process. What you might not realize is that the equation predicts the mass of the Higgs boson particle, with the result being just a bit larger than the observed mass. The amazing part is that this is 14 years before the particle was discovered.
So the explosion of the particle broke the original perfect symmetry of this crystal, giving us the broken world we see today of planets, stars, galaxies, you, me, even love. All of it from this explosion triggered by a Higgs-like particle.
Number 3, the Titan disaster. Homer finds out that Grandpa might not be his father after a letter to Mona from a former lover is discovered. Homer tracks down Mason Fairbanks, the man who could be his real dad.
I think you're my pappy. What? I found this letter you wrote to my mom, Mona Simpson.
Dear God, I always dreamed this day would come. And now that it's here, there are so many feelings
Fairbanks spends his time salvaging valuables from sunken ships. The two dive into the ocean with submersibles searching for treasure, where Homer's vehicle becomes trapped and his oxygen runs out.
Oh my god. It even looks just like the Titan as well.
In 2023, OceanGate's submersible Titan went on a voyage to view the wreckage of the Titanic. Many people noted the similarities between the two situations when the ship was first reported missing. Unfortunately, the search for the Titan ended in tragedy when the ship imploded and its debris was located a few days later.
The ship returning today after taking the Titan sub to sea, losing contact an hour and 45 minutes later. All 5 passengers on board instantly killed in a catastrophic implosion.
Number 2, Trump's election victory.
Yeah, I thought they predicted
Could have seen
this.
Donald
I knew
Trump
it.
winning the White House in 2016. That is, except for The Simpsons. While at a Native American casino, Bart is shown a vision of his potential future if he doesn't change his deceitful ways. In it, Bart is a 40-year-old slacker rooming with Ralph Wiggum.
Hey, Bart, any clean towels?
Nah, use this.
I'm sick of having to dry myself with a newspaper. You could
I love how Ralph's 40 and his voice hasn't broken yet.
at least do some laundry. I pay the rent.
Dude, you know I'm good for it. I'll have plenty of money when my lawsuit pays off.
Lisa, on the other hand, is doing quite well for herself as she has become president. We get a brief scene with Lisa in a meeting to discuss a budget shortfall, where it's revealed that it's been inherited from President Trump.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump. How bad is it, Secretary Van Houten?
We're broke.
The episode aired in 2000, and in 2016, Trump would be elected.
Wow.
Following Trump's election, the show had a chalkboard gag stating, "Being right sucks." Before we continue,
I mean, what are the odds like? This is suspicious. Although you have to say, The Simpsons has been running for like 30 years. Each season has like 20 episodes. That's 600 episodes. So I guess there are going to be things that come true, but still, doesn't it seem like a lot?
Be sure to subscribe to our channel and make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, USA wins gold in curling. Marge and Homer get swept up in the sport of curling accidentally when they plan to go ice skating. After Agnes Skinner notices Marge's sweeping talent, she and Homer join Agnes and Seymour to form a team.
Young woman, where'd you learn to sweep like that?
I've been training all my life. I once swept red wine off a white carpet.
I like your style, Blue. Want to join our team?
If Homer can join with me.
Fine.
When the IOC announces that mixed curling will be held at the Winter Olympics in Vancouver, the foursome end up representing the USA for the event. They make it to the gold medal game, facing off against Sweden where they take the gold.
USA! USA! Oops.
Although it wasn't at the same Olympic Games, the USA would go on to win gold over Sweden at the 2018 Pyeongchang Winter Olympics.
Did you enjoy this
Coincidence?
video? Check out these other
something
clips
else?
from Watch Mojo and be sure.
I mean, like, because this is the top 10 predictions, so there's probably way more that just didn't make it onto this list. So let's assume that there were like maybe 30 predictions. So that means out of 600 episodes, 30 predictions, that is like a 0.5% prediction rate of success, which is quite a lot, to be fair. I think Matt Groening has a time machine that he's not told us about. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.